Emily had always believed that her marriage was strong. For 8 years, she and her husband, Daniel, had built a peaceful life together. They had a young son, a comfortable home, and dreams for the future. Daniel worked as a respected university professor. He loved his family deeply and spent most of his time working to provide them with a better life. But as the years passed, Daniel became busier than ever. Long lectures, research projects, and late meetings kept him away from home. Emily began spending most of her days alone. She never complained. At least, not at first. Deep inside, loneliness slowly replaced happiness. She started believing that Daniel no longer cared about her. She had no idea that everything he did was for their future. One rainy afternoon, someone knocked on the front door. It was Ryan, one of Daniel's brightest university students. Daniel had forgotten an important folder at home and asked Ryan to pick it up. Emily welcomed him politely. Ryan was respectful, intelligent, and easy to talk to. The conversation lasted only a few minutes. Neither of them realized that this simple meeting would change their lives forever. Over the next few weeks, Ryan visited the house several more times. Sometimes to deliver papers. Sometimes to collect books. Sometimes simply because Daniel wasn't available. Each visit became a little longer than the last. Friendly conversations slowly turned into personal discussions. Emily shared how lonely she felt. Ryan listened. He comforted her. For the first time in months, Emily felt that someone truly understood her. Please subscribe my channel and like the video. I promise to make you better contents. She knew these conversations were becoming inappropriate. Yet, she convinced herself that nothing serious was happening. One evening, Daniel called to say he would be working late again. Emily sighed. Only a few minutes later, Ryan sent her a message asking how she was doing. She answered. That conversation lasted for hours. Days became weeks. Their messages became more frequent. Their emotional connection grew stronger. Deep down, Emily knew she was crossing a dangerous line. She ignored the warning signs. Then came the day that changed everything. Daniel left early for work. Ryan stopped by the house. What should have been a short visit became a terrible mistake. The moment passed quickly. But the consequences would last forever. The instant Ryan walked out the door, Emily broke down in tears. She looked around her own home and realized what she had done. She had betrayed the man who trusted her more than anyone else. From that day forward, guilt followed her everywhere. She couldn't sleep. She avoided looking Daniel in the eyes. Every smile he gave her felt like another knife in her heart. Ryan also regretted what had happened. He apologized and said they should never speak again. He disappeared from her life. Emily was left alone with her shame. She tried to pretend everything was normal. But secrets rarely stay hidden forever. One evening, Daniel borrowed Emily's phone because his battery had died. A notification appeared. Although most messages had been deleted, one conversation remained. A few simple words were enough. Daniel understood everything. He didn't scream. He didn't throw anything. He simply sat in silence. Sometimes silence hurts more than anger. After several long minutes, he quietly asked, "Why?" Emily couldn't answer. She cried. She begged for forgiveness. She admitted every mistake. Daniel listened without interrupting. Finally, he spoke. "I wasn't a perfect husband. I know I worked too much. But I never stopped loving you. Everything I did was for this family." Those words shattered Emily's heart. She realized she had mistaken sacrifice for neglect. She had destroyed years of trust because of temporary emotions. The news spread throughout the university. Ryan's reputation was damaged. Unable to face the shame, he transferred to another school. Daniel's colleagues began asking questions. His personal life became the subject of rumors. Their young son noticed the tension at home. He kept asking, "Why don't Mom and Dad smile anymore?" Neither of them had an answer. Months passed. Emily tried everything to repair the marriage. She wrote letters. She apologized countless times. She changed her life completely. But broken trust is one of the hardest things to rebuild. Some wounds heal. Others leave scars forever. Whether Daniel eventually forgave her or not, their marriage would never be exactly the same. Emily learned one painful lesson. A few moments of emotional weakness can destroy years of love, loyalty, and trust. Every decision carries consequences. Sometimes those consequences remain for a lifetime. Moral of the story: loyalty is not tested when life is easy. It is tested when loneliness, temptation, and emotions become overwhelming. Before making a choice that cannot be undone, remember that a single moment can change countless lives forever. What would you have done if you were in Daniel's place? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.